First, though, of course, many New Mexicans aren't exactly having a nice, relaxing summer evening. The Rico Fire is still burning in our Gila National Forest at 250 acres just north of Silver City.
People living north of Bear Creek cabins and along State Highway 15 had to evacuate last night just hours after that fire started. We'll get into more specifics and that status of the fire in just a minute. We want to get first to Chief Meteorologist Eddie Garcia.
Yeah, because Eddie, I mean, the sooner crews can get a handle on this thing, the better, because we've got some concerning weather conditions coming up in the next few days.
Yeah, that means that it's going to be drying out. The wind's going to be picking up by the end of the work week. So very dangerous out there. Another consideration is temperatures. Triple digits, you'll notice, are rapidly spreading across southern New Mexico. You can see out there toward Roswell, Hobbs, and Carlsbad. These are some of the hottest spots within our region right now, at least in southeastern parts of the state. 108 degrees and about 106 in Hobbs. You can see even out toward Deming and Silver City, those temperatures are in the 90s. That is very hot for Silver City, by the way, especially because it's higher elevation than areas like Deming. All across northern New Mexico in the 80s. You can see right here in Albuquerque, 92 degrees. So this sets the stage for, as I've been saying all week, dangerous heat. And with each day, we're seeing heat advisories, and most of them have been in effect for south central areas of New Mexico, out toward southeastern areas. And this is just one sign telling us it's going to be getting even hotter in the days to come. So I'm going to be discussing these extreme hot temperatures, the fire danger that comes along with it, and also what all of this could mean for those outdoor weekend plans straight ahead in my full forecast.
All right, Eddie, thank you. And just like any other wildfire, the Rico Fire has people in southern New Mexico on edge.
We spoke to a business owner whose staff and guests had to evacuate last night. Griffin Rushton shares their experience.
Chopper 4 flew near the Rico Fire burning in Grant County this afternoon. We had to keep our distance to give the fire crews the room they need to work. We could see smoke still rising from the mountain, but it was a very different picture from what people living in the Silver City area saw just yesterday.
And it was extremely active and huge flames, and that was, once it got dark, it was really quite breathtaking.
We spoke with Billy Donald, the owner of Bear Creek Motel and Cabins. It's a destination spot in the community of Pinos Altos for people looking to get away.
We have a lot of folks that come from Albuquerque and a lot from Arizona when it gets really hot.
Guests and staff were ordered to evacuate shortly after the fire started.
That was kind of devastating news, but you just kind of got to suck it up, and I felt like our cabins were in a direct line and that we were going to lose them.
They packed up their essentials and left. Donald says he lives just about a mile away from his business outside the evacuation zone. He was able to watch as fire crews worked to contain the fire.
If nobody's ever seen this in their life, the impact those guys had and the number of airplanes in the sky, and it was like a ballet, and it was amazing, and huge planes and flying into the fire. It was something to see. I mean, I'm still amazed.
Donald tells us late last night they were able to return and check out their cabins. He said everything looked okay, and he's grateful to the firefighters.
We're just thankful to have everything intact today, so good Lord bless us.
Griffin Rushton, KOB4.
The situation with the Rico Fire is fairly fluid right now, but we've got you covered right here in our newscasts and, of course, 24/7 at KOB.com.